Welcome to Apply IT. This video is about when to use an interface in Java. There are many sources, videos and tutorials that discuss on how to write interface in Java. Basically, they focus on what is the syntax to write an interface in Java. But more important is when it is best to use interface. That is, we have to learn that in which situations we are going to use interface. So that is what we are going to learn in today's video. Let's get started. So we need to understand two terms. One is what to do, second is how to do. So first let's understand what to do. So in what to do concept, we focus on what exactly we want to perform. So here we do not think that how that particular thing will be done. Our focus is on anyhow we want to do that particular stuff. Anyhow our problems should get solved. So that is the focus of what to do. So let's consider it using one example. Suppose on your birthday you want to cut a birthday cake. So your focus is you want a cake. Anyhow you want a birthday cake. So this is an example of what to do. Now because we are focusing on anyhow we want a birthday cake. So here in this situation, do we need to think that how that cake will be prepared? No, we just pay money to cake shop and we get it. So our question is implementation detail important, or in which situation this implementation detail will be important? So if we focus on anyhow we want to have a birthday cake, we do not need to know that how that cake will be prepared. We just focus on anyhow we want a cake. So our focus is we want a cake. But if you think that you want to prepare cake yourself, so in this situation you need to know that how that cake will be prepared. You must know what is the recipe to prepare a cake, what ingredients will be required, what appliances will be required. So all these things should be available, then only we can prepare a cake. So these concepts are mapped in programming language to interface and class. So we can relate this what to do concept with Java interface, and we can relate this how to do concept with Java class. Interfaces do not have any implementation details. Now certain concept has changed since Java version 8, but generally interface will not have any implementation details. Whereas class, they need to have implementation details in order to use it. If certain things are missing in our class, then class will be an abstract class and it will not be usable. So interfaces, they focus on what to do. So as an example of this cake shop, we can write interface called cake shop. It has one method called get cake. It takes price as input or money as input, and it returns a prepared cake as an output. So as a user, as a customer, we'll visit a cake shop, we'll pay money and we'll get a cake. We never need to think about that what is the recipe to prepare that cake. So how that cake will be prepared, that will be the focus of a class. So we have one class called fun cake shop, which is one implementation of this cake shop interface, which implements this get cake method. So here we are going to write a logic about how to prepare a cake, and we just return that cake to the user. And here is a simple implementation of that cake object. So here we just print that cake is delicious. Now let's understand how to use an interface. So we create a reference variable of interface of this cake shop, and we assign some object which is implementing that cake shop interface. We have one class called fun cake shop which is implementing that interface. So we create an object of that class and we assign it to this cake shop interface. Now as a user, as a customer, we invoke a method called get cake on this cake shop interface. Now this cake shop interface can refer to any object, it doesn't matter. Shortly we'll see that. So we just pay money, we get a cake and then we use it. So while using interface, we focus on what we want to do and how we can do that. So we just need to know that there will be some method called get cake, to which we'll pay money and we'll get a cake. So only this thing we should be knowing. Now consider a real situation that if you find that one cake shop is closed. So in this case, what to do? So in this case, we go to another cake shop, say Best Cake Shop for example, and again we pay money and we get our cake. So because our focus is on what to do, anyhow we want to get a birthday cake, implementation detail. This is one implementation detail, this is another implementation detail, that doesn't matter as long as our requirements are getting satisfied. So in this code also, if this cake shop is not working, is closed, we can assign some other cake shop object to this reference variable and this client code will not get affected. So hope you have understood what is the concept of interface and class. So it is very important that while designing a solution, we clearly separate out what to do versus how to do. It is best that we first find out what to do. We should clearly find out what are interfaces in our system, and then we can provide implementation of those interfaces in form of class. And this is what is exactly done by popular frameworks, for example Spring Framework. If you see any Java API, for example JDBC API or any API that is based on concept of interface, the users, the clients, they always use interface and objects can be provided at runtime. So thanks for watching and happy learning, and we'll see you in the next video.